Hey Pop-Tarts, let's bake. I'll tell you, we're not very far into 2026, and I don't know where this energy has come from, but something has lit a fire inside of me, and whoo, it's been a day. Okay, today we're making red velvet whoopie pies. A couple of you asked for this after I posted my pumpkin one. I haven't made them in a while. I put a suggestion post up on my Facebook page for my business, and someone said they wanted more whoopie pies this year. Let's answer all those things. Okay, I'm making a double, but I'm gonna say and put the ingredients here on the screen for you for a single. 1 stick butter, 1 cup light brown sugar. You know the deal. Let's get them mixing. Now I'm oddly prepared today. I have like all my ingredients prepped. I'm like, who is this girl? Is she new? Okay, so we're gonna cream those together till they're nice and combined. And then we're going to add 1 egg. Already got them cracked in a bowl. Again, who is this girl? All right, I like to put it back down to stir. Drop in your eggs. Now, to this, we are going to add the following things. 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Of course, it's red velvet. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of salt. If you're using salted butter, leave the salt out. Okay? And I like to put these in all at the same time all together and really give this a good mix. You want the cocoa powder to be evenly spread out with all of the butter and sugar. Because when you're doing red velvet, obviously we're putting in something that's cocoa powder that's dark, that's making it dark, and then we're gonna cover it up with dye. Hence why I've never really understood red velvet or the appeal of it, but here we are. You need half a cup of buttermilk. Here's what I do. This is the pro tip. This is something I saw on a Food Network green velvet recipe like 4 years ago. I've been doing it ever since, and it makes a difference. While this is mixing well, we're gonna add our red food coloring into the buttermilk. And we're going to mix these 2 things together first. Okay? And if you don't have fresh buttermilk, or you wouldn't use it and it would go bad, you can buy buttermilk powder in your baking aisle. Okay, so now this red is nice and saturated. You can always add more food coloring, but we can't take it out. And I want to use just enough to get a nice color, but not enough that it overwhelms. We're gonna scrape things down because I can see there are little bits of butter and brown sugar that haven't been incorporated yet fully. And I want all of this to be homogeneous, I think is the word I want to use. And all of this. And then we're going to combine the 2. Now, alternating with our buttermilk, red buttermilk concoction, is going to be 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Which I, again, already have measured out. I'm like, who is this queen? So I'm going to start in with a little bit of the flour. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of the buttermilk. And we're just going to keep alternating. And I'm going to keep chatting with you. I hope you all are having a good week and start to the year. I purposely don't normally say political things and such on my page, but what I'm going to say isn't political. I just feel like it needs to be out there, and you can follow or unfollow accordingly. I am very filled with rage and terror and sadness and fear with everything that's happening in the United States, with everything that happened in Minneapolis and Oregon, and it's not okay. And honestly, we'll be using therapy next week to talk about learning how I deal with all these feelings. And yeah, so just thought I'd put that out there. Okay, now that we have a gorgeous red batter, we are going to, of course, stop, lower it, maybe more graceful than that. Jeez, Devin. Scrape it down. The sides, make sure you get the very bottom of the bowl. We're going to give it one little mix again because we want it to all be red, not red with brown streaks. It is a beautiful batter. And it looks super rich. We need a little luxury, okay? This is my form of luxury. All right, that's looking good. So let me prep the area to scoop them out. I'll be right back. I forgot to tell you an ingredient, and I almost forgot to add it. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Luckily, it's never too late to add the vanilla. So here is the finished result. A little bit of a thicker batter, but it has to be like a cross between a cookie and a cake. So this is what we're looking for. Beautiful red color. I don't know in ounces how much this scoop is. This is a medium Pampered Chef scoop, but you can do whatever size you want of these. I've done them mini, I've done them more moderate, then I like to do them a little bit bigger at the bakery. Shocker. All right, so I'm gonna take a good scoop of this and place it on my tray. I want a little bit more. I want them to be like a little bit bigger than that, but not a ton. You gotta decide this for yourself. I kind of shoosh it around till it looks nice. Then we'll go next door and do the next one. Woo. These will spread a little when they bake, but not a ton. I do like to give them breathing space though, so I do 3 across my big tray as opposed to 4, because I don't want them to touch. I want them to have room. Scoop out your whole tray, or 2, or however many you want or need to do, and then these bake at 350 for about 11 minutes. If you're doing this fairly moderate size. If you're doing small ones, bake time will be shorter. If you're doing giant ones, bake time will be a little bit longer, but not a ton. I'll come back and show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. All right, those are baking up. While they bake and cool, let's make our filling. Now there's an obvious choice here, a cream cheese icing. You can certainly do that. My recipe for cream cheese icing is this: 1 stick of butter, 1 pack, which is 8 ounces, of cream cheese, a teaspoon of vanilla, and 3 cups of powdered sugar. That's it. I am going the more traditional whoopie pie filling route because I don't want to have to refrigerate mine. So, now remember, I'm making more than you. All right, for a more traditional like marshmallow cream filling, you'll need 2 sticks of butter. Shake those in. Okay, now we need 7 ounces of marshmallow fluff, like this. All right, let's blend these together. Then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Follow along. Trust me. Sprinkle of salt. Just a pinch. It's going to offset some of that sweetness and really balance it. Once that's nice and smooth, lower it down to stir. 3 cups of powdered sugar. And that, my friends, is it. let your whoopie pies cool. I try to find two halves that are almost exactly the same size, and then fill them. I wrap them individually in plastic wrap. You just keep them in an airtight container if you want. They're good for, the recipe that I use says up to a week, but they never last that long, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, I got one more, and I think these are ready to come out of the oven. Timer should go off any second. I'm feeling it. So let's go take a look. All right, buzzer's going off. Let's check them out. Woo! They look gorgeous. Oh, they're beautiful. That little bit of cracking on top, that's totally fine. Now another test to know is gently touch one. There you go. If it springs back like that, they are done and ready to come out. By the way, this was 13 minutes for me at this size. 13 minutes at 350. So here they are, assembled and finished. Don't they look delicious? Ooh, they're so beautiful. Thanks so much for hanging out and baking with me today. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that follow button, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the things. I'm going to put my socials here on the screen for you. I'm really working on growing my YouTube, and I'm very new to Patreon, but I just opened that, so I'm going to be more active there. And you'll want to follow along for all the recipes, small business brands, funny random customer stories, and your girl, by the time you see this, I will have just filmed the first episode of my podcast. So make sure that you follow along, and as always, I hope you have a super sweet week. Bye, Pop-Tarts.